Today, we want to know if one of your coworkers comes to you and tells you they've been stealing stuff from work in confidence, do you tell your boss about it or do you keep your mouth shut? We got a message on Facebook and it says, I was having a few drinks with a close coworker and she told me she had a secret. She's been stealing odds and ends from work over the last few years and selling them on eBay. She says she gets anywhere from $20 to $100 per item and no one's noticed yet, though some people have noticed some things have gone missing. Do I keep the secret or do I find a way of telling our boss? So, obviously, you got to figure out where your loyalties lie. Is it with this coworker that you're good friends with or is it with your job? Because what if your boss finds out in the future that you knew about this and you said nothing? But then again, you're betraying one of your good friends at work's trust by saying something to your boss. So what would you do?
So I work in retail, and I think that the moment you see something like that or hear of something like that, it uncovers like a whole host of other issues. And I don't know if their company does any kind of like kickbacks like mine does on like sales or things like that. Mm-hmm. But that's really kind of they're stealing money out of their pocket, essentially. If you think about it, if their company does kickbacks to them and they're cool with somebody just stealing that money and not getting, money due to them, then don't, but it speaks to your integrity as a person, and you're kind of a crappy person if you don't.
Hey, what do you think about all this?
If she's selling on eBay, there's a trail. If she gets found out and they find out how, all they got to do is go back and see what she's been selling on eBay.
Because they could just check her history on there, and then they're going to know exactly what stuff's been sold and when it was sold, and once it matches up when things were being lost, they're obviously going to know who did it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then she's going to be in a lot of trouble because if they start adding it up, then it's not a misdemeanor anymore. She's not very smart. If she wanted to, she could just flip a little anonymous note, check eBay.
That's true. Mike in Saratoga, what do you think about it?
Snitches get stitches.
So it's a pretty clear stay out of it then, I guess.
It just seems like every time something like that comes up, it's going to eventually, through karma, work itself out.
So you don't have to say anything because the coworker is going to get caught some other way.
Right. They're going to get caught down the road anyway. So
yep.
Why get involved in the middle of something?
Pamela and Troy, what do you think?
It's happened to me before, so I know from experience. I said something, and then I'm the one that ended up getting in trouble for it. So because the other person just denied it. So I think it's just better to keep your mouth shut and just stay out of it unless it involves you, then you would say something.
They're obviously going to know that you're the one that told the boss about it, and then it's going to affect your friendship and, like you said, just make things kind of awkward and uncomfortable at work because you're going to be known as that person.
Exactly, because eventually the person that's doing it will probably end up getting caught.
Ashley in Schenectady, what would you do?
Do the right thing and let HR know.
Yeah, because, someone's probably going to realize it eventually. So if you're the person who happens to let them know, it's going to make you look good in the company.
Yeah, there's also whistleblower rules, so she can't get reprimanded for saying anything.
Would you be comfortable violating your friend's trust with that, though?
I don't know. I work in the social justice realm, so I try to do it socially right.
Take a look at what you had to say up on Facebook. Sarah says, this is literally an interview question for nearly every single job. It's a matter of would you do the right thing when no one else is looking? Telling that someone is stealing is not tattling, it's doing what's right. Follow the golden rule. If you owned a business, would you want employees that did the right thing and weed out the not-so-good ones? Oh, and it's been going on for a while. It's okay to do the right thing, even if it's the unpopular thing to do. Mike says, it could have been a BS confession. There's no proof, so you would end up working with a coworker that knows you claim they were stealing. Have fun with that. And finally, Michelle says, suggest the company invest in security cameras. That way, you aren't responsible for what happens. So after all that, what would you do? Would you tell your boss, or would you keep your mouth shut and keep your loyalties with your buddy? Let us know by leaving a comment below. And also make sure you hit subscribe because we do new videos every Monday through Thursday right here on the channel. So make sure you hit subscribe, hit that little ring, bell icon, think of a jingy to get the latest on every new video. Also make sure you're following us on Facebook, facebook.com/1009thecat because we post these at 4 o'clock every single day. Then we do it live on air. So if you want to hear the full conversation, this is just a recap you just heard. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and make sure you download our free app through 109thecat.com. And in the meantime, check out a couple new videos here. We posted them down below. I don't know why I posted them this way. They're down there.